So Don wants to plug a few things.
Exactly.
All right, live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another 3 Pars and a Birdie podcast. We have a very special guest with us today.
Yes, we do.
Before I get any farther, an extremely special guest. Glad to have you here, Brad. Brad?
Yeah, the neighbor Brad Hubbs, best friend Brad Hubbs. You got the applause button for him? Let's get that.
I don't need no claps.
No, we can get the claps.
We
can
can
get
clap.
the claps.
Don't need to play like that.
We can get the claps. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It is, what's today's day? October 13th?
13th, yeah. Thursday. You know, our Thursday podcast.
Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. Best day of the week.
I swear I've seen some of those missing drinking.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Where our third par is later. We'll make fun of
what
him.
the fuck?
But to get started, we have the Zozo Championship. We have Liv, Jeddah, and Saudi. We got quite a few questions for Brad Hubbs. Nick's questions that he's got on us.
I got 3 answers.
We have some comments by Harold Varner and John Rahm, so both sides of the coin with Liv and with the PGA. We'll see if Team Woods is going to be at the PNC again. I know Justin Thomas and his dad were defending champs, I'm pretty sure, so we'll see if they'll be there. And then to finish off with Tiger's drastic fall in the official world golf rankings. But when you don't play, you drop, so we'll get there.
Is that dead last? Like, how many?
That's a great question.
There's probably a guy that only played 1 round in the last couple of years or something.
Yeah, that's a great question. So the Zozo Championship, it's over in Japan. I'm not sure if it's in Okinawa or where exactly it's at in Japan, but they're playing over there. It's a pretty stacked field. I saw Hideki Matsuyama, Xander Schauffele, Cameron Champ, quite a few.
Nice lineup.
Yeah, did you see it?
They got a good field.
Definitely. I'm kind of shocked. Is there usually a lot of people at that one, do you know?
Yeah, this is a pretty well-known
This is a well-known, okay.
Yep, players like this one. They like going over there. They like seeing that course. It's just one that it's different for them. It's not here in the States, so being able to go over there and play on that type of soil, it's really it's a change. So they enjoy that.
Does the ball spin different there? Because it's in a different...
Because it's in a different hemisphere? That's great.
Yeah, see.
It does.
That'd be interesting.
Just like every different state you play golf in. Whether, in Colorado, it's different than it is here in Michigan.
Yeah.
In California, it's different there than it is in Texas. So it's all different grasses, too.
The grass is different.
Grass is different.
Yeah, it's interesting because...
Elevation change is always a key factor.
Oh,
definitely. Hey, if I could hit it far enough, but I can't.
Yeah, it's cool because we don't see very many PGA Tour events outside the United States. Usually when we see them play in the British Open and different things, it's a European tour, and they all just accept that they're going to be playing for a different tour that week.
Exactly.
Like we see the Scottish Open and stuff. So it's cool to see a PGA Tour event actually outside the United States. And side note, actually, I saw the Corn Ferry Tour added an event in Chile this upcoming year. So that's pretty fucking exciting. I saw that. They didn't have a tournament out there, so they're growing the game out there.
Joaquin Neiman would love that.
Him and Mito Pereira.
Mizo who?
Yeah. So we got that going on. Actually, we were just checking out what time it starts. It starts at fucking 11 o'clock.
Oh, wait, no, it was 11 o'clock.
11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can start to watch it. Brad, I know you'll be up.
I'll be watching NHL.
Okay.
I got some Vegas money on.
Yeah, on everybody. Good. So
# Russians.
Exactly. So if you guys are up late, tune into that. We'll give you some more stats on Sunday about who finishes where and exactly how that finishes. It's kind of hard to keep up because we're on this side of the world, but
this is going to be a tough one to follow.
Yes.
This is just going to be, you're going to get highlights the following day. You might see a couple little clips here and there, but you're not going to get much till the end, and then you'll see a little bit more pop out. But we're not going to be able to see it live or anything like that.
Really?
I definitely won't be up. I'm not watching it.
I won't be
time.
up. Yeah,
I'm catching some.
Is it airing live though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
Not the whole thing, just how the PGA Tour does here, where it's like the first half of the day you have to be on Hulu. You got to sign into your brother's Hulu. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, it's on Golf Channel for like the last 3 hours, like normal. It's kind of the same concept over there. So you'll see the leaders on Saturday and Sunday.
I was going to say, does it really end like Sunday or Monday?
Oh, that's a great question.
You know what I mean?
They're a day ahead.
Yeah, so now for us, it'll be
Saturday night. Saturday night, 11 p.m. will be final round.
So
Yeah,
at like
so we can
4
actually
a.m.
stay
you'll
up
be
on
like,
Yeah.
somebody just cashed.
Yes,
Right.
pretty much.
You
Yeah,
can lose it all in NFL.
yeah, exactly. You go to bed, you wake up and start betting again on the NFL. So
Do you ever bet on golf at all? Have you ever?
Brooksy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
okay, back when I first started sports betting.
One of them,
When he was in the
one of
PGA
them when he won the major. I remember
Oh.
the second we were here, and he was like 20-something. I laid it.
Nice, fuck yeah. Okay, it's always good to come up with a fucking come up.
I
when you're
think-
watching golf.
Don't
I
be scared of
think-
talking to that mic. Either.
I think Mole put us
Don't be
on
afraid.
the dude that hits it a mile too when he was young. Like he almost won one when he was an amateur. Like he was leading. I think.
Really?
What's his name? DeChambeau.
Yeah, Bryson.
Ah, okay.
Bryson. I was thinking of somebody else though
He
too.
when he wore the little G hat. I don't know. He's still good.
Yeah, that fucking.
He
He doesn't
took it
wear
off
that
now,
anymore.
right?
He doesn't wear it anymore.
That's what
You're
I mean.
right.
Yeah,
I
he doesn't
forgot
back-
about that.
Yeah, yeah.
They won't pay him though.
That's funny. I
Either that, or
forgot
he just
about
couldn't
that.
take all the haters, fucking all those comments anymore. I
I think he just got
got
to
fed
swing a
up.
little, and he should be the shit. Like
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
totally
he was
forgot.
he was trying to copy Payne Stewart right there. You can't beat Payne Stewart.
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's a Payne Stewart.
I mean, he got a bag. Shout
Yeah,
out to him.
he did get a bag for going over to live. He got a bag and a half
He
for
did.
sure.
What he needed to do wearing his little hat.
Yeah, I mean, we saw
And
recently.
he's not mad at that decision
Exactly.
at all.
No,
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
be neither. Not a chance.
Nope.
DJ made the comment. He's like, "Yeah, I'm so upset I came and joined the live." This is what he said like 2 days ago. As he's swimming in $30 million
Oh,
in 6 tournaments.
Yeah.
They showed the stats. Xander Schauffele in 134 starts made less money than DJ did in 6 starts this year. In
It's so
134 starts. It's crazy.
Hey, I was thinking, Cody, we got to start doing like a little bet every week now on this golf stuff.
Okay.
Maybe like throw $5 down. We'll pick a player
Yeah.
who we think's going to finish well, and whoever's player finishes better,
We
then
put
that
a little
person
bit of money on it.
that person owes 5 to the pot or whatever,
Okay.
5 to whoever.
Yeah, you just
I'm
gotta
cool
keep
with
it
that.
tally.
Yeah.
Something like that. We could start doing it. Maybe like we keep
That's
And
round
then-
on Cody.
Well, like dude, Cody had a good streak for a while. He was
I
picking
did.
some fucking.
I
He was
did.
picking the
It
runners.
was like
He was
4 or
picking the
5 in a
winners.
row.
Hey,
And Steve and I were
The
doing
leaders
shit.
were nice.
So like Cody would have technically like at the end of the season would have fucking racked up some money.
True.
So I was thinking maybe we'd do like a little side bet like that here on the podcast and make it a little interesting.
Oh, I'm down. And honestly,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is kind of perfect timing since
Because-
the season
yeah.
just started.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yep.
it was perfect timing because he just said a name that just fucking triggered me.
Who?
Someone that's not here.
I love the pause.
Yeah.
I love it. The comedic pause.
Yeah,
that
Come
was
on,
great.
man.
Yeah, Steve Snyder. We'll get to that in a second.
Keep it to the middle.
So that was the wrap up of the Zozo, and then we have the Live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Interesting that they only chose to do one tournament in Saudi, even though it's Saudi back. But I think,
That's gonna be a shit show.
Do you think there'll be a lot of people there?
bro, I saw the clubhouse.
Or is it
It's
just like the
ridiculous.
desert? Like, I don't know how there's
It's ridiculous.
I bet it's ridiculous. I bet.
It's so insane.
That's going to be just, there's going to be money being tossed around. They're
True.
going to be wiping
Yeah.
their ass with fucking money in
Literally.
the bathroom.
Yeah.
It sounds like a place you'd like to be invited to.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Oh,
telling you,
man.
they
Shout
did
out,
a,
hey, Liv, you gonna fly us out? Let's
dude,
go.
Yeah.
for real. They did a drone video, which I know Nick would appreciate, of like the clubhouse, and dude, the video lasted like 3 minutes. I mean, it's
It's all inside and around.
the dining area, the clubhouse, like where you can buy like accessories and different things where you check in, the extra conference rooms they have. I mean, it's like our Cobo Hall almost. Like it's fucking huge. It's so crazy. But like you said, it makes sense.
It's
The Saudis
a
bleed money.
compound.
Yeah, the Saudis bleed money, so it makes sense. So we got a pretty good field there. It's interesting because DJ's already the champion of the year because of how many points he's already won. But I'm excited to see how they finish. We have, 2 more tournaments, I think?
2 more tournaments because they have one more after this, and then they end at Trump International. There.
Yeah, in Miami.
Wait, you're telling me DJ already won the Live League
The individual.
The individual.
already?
Dude,
After,
he
like,
fucking murked.
He's up by so many points, nobody was ever going to.
6 out of 8 tournaments.
So he was pretty much like had it set up, like whatever I need to do to get these points, he was dialed in.
Which
It's
you know
half
what's
over
funny?
and he won the season. Like that's like giving Bama the
No,
title right now.
it's 3/4 of the way. 6 out of 8 tournaments. So
in
that's
2
it's
weeks
still
you give it to Bama and be like,
But
they're
it's
the
fucked
best.
though, if you think about it though, because when did they actually start the point system and stuff? Was it from the beginning tournament from the start? They were still adding on players, weren't they?
I know.
They weren't done until like the third tournament in, where they finally had like a full roster.
And that's part of growing. Growing a company, growing an organization. It's not going to be fair for everyone. When you first get in, you're on ground floor, you got a better chance. Which is why I think if you go back to our podcast, when we figured out that DJ was going, I'm pretty sure we all three agreed that DJ's just going to mop the floor with them.
Yeah,
that's kind of what happened. Next year won't be the same because Cam Smith will be in the whole time. All these other guys are going to be in for the whole season, so it could be a little different.
Yeah, next year could be lit.
Right. Exactly.
Because they keep saying, like, it's going to stick around.
Yeah, it is going to stick around. They might be getting a deal with Fox.
It might get lit.
It could. So,
and now they got that 20-year-old who just won, too. Eugenio, whatever the fuck his last name is. I mean,
hard for me to pronounce, but yes, he's a baller.
Yeah, he just
20 years old, never heard of him, came up from, like, the Asian tour or something over there, and then was just, like, he was like a big prospect.
Is that
he was
part of what it's about? Like,
I think he went to Oklahoma State.
Yeah, he was in...
Yeah.
Like, giving everybody a chance to, like, play. It's so hard to get on tour.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of... Exactly. There's a lot of benefits, and we've talked about them, and we'll cover that with you and see how you feel about the LIV versus the PGA Tour and all that stuff. And actually,
I think Hubs is for it. I think he don't care. Hubs loves money.
Kind of. I mean, obviously, nothing's going to be more prestigious than winning a major OG tournament.
Of course. And we talk about the same thing, traditional tournaments.
But again, after like 8 years of LIV, you're going to be like, man, I can't wait till they win the Saudi. Like, who's winning it in July or whatever?
Exactly.
Well, you have to, that's going to be dope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You have to start somewhere.
Dustin Johnson could be ranking. It's going to be interesting to see.
He'll have points built up from 10 years back. Like, hey, bro,
I know.
I'm still running it.
Yeah, but there has to be a beginning, though. There has to be like an established start, and this is the start. So now that those tournaments will progress and start being something, there's going to start to have a history with those trophies and prizes in the past. You're going to want to start being like, okay, well, Dustin Johnson won this one. I want to
win that one, right?
Yeah, because that's going to be a whole new thing. Like, I want to win all six.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to top his record.
Exactly.
So that's going to be.
It's kind of.
It'll grow.
Yeah, it is.
It's already trending upward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless there's anyway.
You know what? You know what's interesting, and I didn't think about before is these players that started playing on LIV. Did they decide that when they get older, they don't want to play on the Champions Tour because they won't be able to? So, like the Dustin Johnson, and I know he's like 35 or whatever now. In 15 years, normally they would transition to the Champions Tour and play, the 50 and older tournament. But I don't think they're going to be able to because that's a PGA Tour thing. So, are all those people just going to retire at 40 now, as opposed to you see what I'm saying? As opposed to playing later? Like, we always think it's just going to transition until later if they want to keep golfing, which I would say most of them do. But these guys aren't going to be able to transition into that. They are either going to be playing at 50 in the LIV, or they're just going to retire because they're fucking ballers.
Yeah, well, that's probably what they're going to do.
That's what I'm thinking.
And, what's going to happen after their contracts are? Because they all signed a contract for however many years in the LIV League. Whether it's 4, 6, 10, whatever that contract is.
Right.
Now, what happens when that contract up? Do they just recontinue it? I mean, do they get the same amount of money? I mean,
that's a great question.
Do they have to? Is the contract if they want to go back on the LIV? Is it the same amount of years? Is the contract another 10 years? Do you have to play another 10 years? And what if you do want to bail out and you don't want to play the whole 8 years? Maybe you want to play the 7, and you're like, okay, well, I'm done.
Right. I mean, $45 million in 7 years.
If there's anything I know, it's contracts. They be getting out early.
Yeah. And
they supposed to do it on Carolina. They just fire. He's like, he's gonna make $800,000.
Oh, dude, the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, dude, Matt Rule. Shout out.
Yeah, so they do it in hockey and sports, all these sports. People back out or get traded, whatever it is.
Exactly.
So what? Who knows? What's going to happen?
Be time will tell. Who knows, man? Maybe in a couple of years, them and PGA are just all right, everybody can play whatever they want.
We're hoping, bro. Fingers crossed. We're hoping. We really are. It's going to be interesting. Did you hear that there's a golf documentary being made on Netflix during this whole thing?
Yeah,
they started it last year without even knowing that this was going to be going on. And of course, they started the fucking best year you could during this bullshit.
We'll see, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy one. So I'm excited about that. So to get off the live and kind of transition to you and maybe even how you feel about it, we'll give you guys updates about the live at the end of the weekend as well. Like we said, other side of the world, so we can't exactly give you the best updates right now. But how do you feel? We'll jump into that real quick. How do you feel about the live in the PGA Tour? Do you have an opinion on it, really, or no?
Not really. Like I said,
okay.
It is. They're gonna have to coexist somehow.
I agree with you. So, okay. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I believe
you can't really hate on it, like you said. I'm gonna go play 6 times a year, and that's what I'm gonna do.
And make money. Yeah, sounds good to me.
Make a lot of money.
Work less, make more money. I think we all agree that that's the goal.
Sounds pretty good.
So, all right, Nick. We usually ask him a couple questions. You want to rattle off a couple for Brad and give him some hot questions. See what answers he's giving.
I need 3 hours for the Astros. That's all I know.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna mix these ones up
too.
Okay. I'm gonna mix these ones up.
Okay. Well, let's hear what
Nick's
you got.
got some heavy hitters. I've known Nick since he come out the womb.
How long have you guys known each other?
Forever. I've known him forever.
My whole life.
He came home from the hospital. We already
I mean, I don't even. I guess, yeah.
Since the day you were born.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Nick's OG.
Yeah. My whole life, definitely.
That's awesome.
26 years old, and I've known him 26 years.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So what do you got for him?
All right. Well, we'll start off with golf.
Nick's been better at golf since he was like 4 years old.
Start off with golf.
He's good at everything.
Do you have a favorite golf course?
Course?
Mm-hmm.
Augusta. Pebble Beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Right, what about golf courses that you've played? Do you have a favorite that you played?
I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, I think we played that Dearborn Country Club, but I was too young even.
Okay.
I just remember the grass there be so green.
Yeah, no, I feel
you play at Fellows, you see that.
Yeah, this isn't the same thing.
One's yellow and one's green.
Yeah. Well, you also got to play the Dream this year, right? With your brother?
Yeah, that was the first time I played golf. Yeah.
So
Actually,
is that up there?
I went 3 days before that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were going quite a bit.
We played that one in the dump out there. So,
okay.
900 yards.
Oh, the Brayburn. Yeah. With the 600. I still haven't played there. How'd you like that par 5?
It was long.
Do you remember what you scored on it?
I think we got a bogey.
Oh, dude.
Fist pump.
Holy shit.
Once I get to a 7-iron, I'm all right. But
okay. That's not bad. So, favorite course?
Oh, so that must be like, that was going to be one of my next rapid questions for him. Was like favorite
this year, 7-iron money.
Over the 2-iron. I heard you're a 2-iron fucking
Well, that's
boss.
because I hit the 2-iron until I hit the 7-iron. And then I putt.
You sound like me. You sound like me. I hit my 3-wood until I hit my pitching wedge, and then that's it.
I don't know what happened. I used to be able to hit the driver real good.
Okay.
But not no more.
And how long have you been golfing?
Forever.
Yeah, you have, right? You golfed with your dad growing up?
Oh, yeah. He used to make us custom little clubs with the grinder, though. He'd take his, put a grip on there, just be perfect size.
Really?
Yo.
Holy shit.
I'm going to put a little duct tape at the end of the grip.
Right.
So it'll be a little sticky.
Okay. And you grew up playing on the same course that they were playing that I never got to play, right? The one downriver a little bit?
Which is...
They're not downriver, but...
We were on Metro Park.
Bro, we all got a band together. Put some money in.
Buy
a fucking bad course
from the Metro Park people. They probably trying. And
so scratch that.
Flooding out at the end because the river.
Well, we find a different piece of property and we start from scratch.
You can keep the same property, but you're gonna lose about 5 holes. And that's cool with me.
Yeah. Or buy Warren Valley.
Bro, if we all put money in, that would be sick, dude. If we just had our own little par 3, we'd all go on there like Friday nights, dude. Turn the lights on and shit, and just be like, "Yo."
So that's where
let's go.
Listen, Pops had his bachelor party at that course.
Shut the fuck up!
I swear to God.
Really?
All right, so that course needs a lot.
Yeah, because you could bring your cooler.
Oh, it's BYOB.
While you play.
They didn't have a liquor license on Green Oaks.
There was nothing going on in there. And you go on Tuesday where it's free.
Okay.
Because Metro Park, you gotta pay.
Yeah, you gotta
pay. Back
then
it was like $2. Now it's like $12 or something crazy.
Right. Yeah, it is.
You know what
like
I mean?
$12 to get into the Metro Park, and then you pay for golf, which is 50 fucking bucks or whatever.
Included all or something.
Right. Okay.
Okay, what about
the Metro Park? Where is that though?
Dude, so many. There's a lot of good memories there.
I bet. All you guys.
That's what
I think I've hit every tree on that par 3 course too.
Yeah.
There ain't many, but the ones that are there, I hit.
I could tell stories about that course forever. let's say hole 18 was, I was battling out with my uncle. And when I teed off, I put it on the green. He teed off. He hit it so high, he hit the tree branch. The ball went back over the tee, like behind him. And that's why this court. I'm like, they're playing off 17 green now, and I'm on the green. I'm like,
I got shot way left. Then.
I'm like, I got you, bro. We going.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
And that's like a short hole to end it too. It's like a 50, 40-yard putt.
Giant green.
Giant. A lot of them are big. A lot
Really?
of the greens were big.
Man,
there was a few
18
great things.
was the best for sure.
Okay.
Just because, like, if it was close, everyone's going to be on. You might have a mile putt, you might have a tap in, but you're going to have a chance.
Right.
I know that hole too because I played that hole. It's funny. In middle school, I was on Stevenson's golf team. That's where we played. That was our home course.
Oh,
well, we had our little tournament there, our little, like, who shot the best. Andy ended up actually getting first place. I was tied for second for some other kid on the team. We had to go for a playoff hole. We did that 18th hole 3 times, and I beat him on the 3rd one.
Really?
I swear. It was like par. Finally, I got one up there, and I parred again, and he fucked up. He bogeyed.
That's crazy.
Hey, I've never shot par there. I'll tell you that. Never.
Really?
Never.
That was a tough one to do. Tough one to do.
Man, that's cool. I never heard that story. That's legit. Okay.
That's crazy. I'm glad I brought up 18.
Yeah.
I won 18 all day.
17's cool, too. That's a longer hole. That one's like 90 yards. Had that
17
bunker
had
in
a
front of
giant
it.
green, too. 17 18 were like the same back to back, but one you go
17
longer
was
and
long,
then,
though.
like, lose it. It was
17 was
like,
longer.
what, like
And they had the bunker in the front. Remember? That was like a dirt bunker.
I golfed there so long, it used to not be no bunker there. You would skip it up. They put a bunker in. It's like the only bunker on the course.
Really? Okay.
Literally.
Yeah,
Is there
there's
another one?
two or three.
I don't even
two
know
other
another
ones.
one.
Yeah, there's a couple other ones.
Do you know any other holes that you can recite pretty well?
Yeah, that whole.
Everyone, damn near.
Not even just on that course. Like
First one, 95, giant green. I hit it right in the woods every time. So I hit it about 110.
The longest hole was like 110.
Next hole is like 57 yards back with a little, little tiny green. I'm telling you, I can do them all. 3 is a long.
That's when I had a bunker too. Number 2.
Yeah, because it was so short. I remember.
Okay. Man, you guys really know that course. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I played it a million times.
So you know that course better than any other course, or would you say you know
yeah.
Fellows the best or Gateway?
Fellows are gateway
For 18
real
holes.
course.
Right. Do you have a favorite side of Fellows? South?
Yeah.
East? Yeah, the number 1 on East is usually pretty confidence boosting right
Yeah,
there.
because East you could start literally like 400.
Yeah,
Especially if you're playing with like a group.
right. Yeah, you can
Like
start
you
high.
should birdie, and then it's a par 5, but it's long.
Mm-hmm.
How long is that par 5?
It's forever.
Do you know? It's 480, something like that. It's quite
I don't know what it says on the thing, but it's far.
It might even be a little bit longer than that.
really
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, and if for anybody who hasn't played Fellows, it's number 3 on East, and basically you start the tee box. You have trees on the left, and
It's
some
like-
houses on the left.
It's actually close. It's closer to 5.
Okay.
Because that's a deep poke for me. Like if I had a good ball, I
See?
just smacked a smoke a 3-wood.
Still?
And you're still probably
Ooh,
short.
okay.
And that's like it has to roll up onto the green.
Right.
It's probably.
And there's water,
There's water on the right.
so you gotta go left.
Yeah, you have to go left, but you don't go too far left. There's condos, so you got to keep it between. But it's pretty
No, I
wide.
ain't hitting it.
Yeah,
Mine will go the other way.
that's funny.
The
Okay.
hubby fade.
If I hit it left, it means I hit it right.
That means I
makes
hit
sense.
right. No, I feel you. If I hit it left, that means I hit right. I feel you. I'm the same way. So okay. So when you swing the club, you do a little different routine.
Oh, I don't swing like nobody.
How long have you been doing that tap practice swing and then just whacking it?
Well, I don't know about the tap. I just know I just hit it like a hockey ball. I
He does.
just like
It's a slap
right
shot.
there, just smack it.
Okay.
That's why the wedge kind of screws me up sometimes.
Because you have to cup it.
Because that coming down on it type shit,
Right.
which is
Which you're more used to just hitting it straight, like
well, the hockey one I'm trying to like on a drive, like long shit.
Gotcha.
When you're taking a shot, unless you're trying to keep it down.
Yeah. We'll post a video of Brad swing on our Twitter as soon as we get a chance.
Yeah,
You guys
I'd much rather take a video of me taking slap shots.
We can find some. We can find those in the gallery for sure.
Do you think
Those are in the archive somewhere?
Oh, I guarantee it. Do you think hockey helped with your golf swing?
Had to.
No, it hurt it probably.
Really?
No way.
Because I switched, remember? So
Oh,
I
yes.
shoot hockey left, but I put golf right. Which is...
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, it don't make sense.
It makes sense
That
that it
is
don't make
so
sense.
crazy. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I
so-
forgot that you.
If I could dial in a lefty club, I'd probably be good at golf.
Dude, have you ever swung left-handed? Like
I told you I used a putt. Remember, I had a putter that was both.
you've never smacked a driver though, left-handed?
I've never really. I might have swung one or twice, but I've really.
Dude, we gotta get you out and play 9 holes left-handed.
Hey,
Watch him shoot like 39, bro.
Under 10 swings lefty for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's
you have to go
hilarious.
left-handed. It'll definitely translate better. Hockey will definitely help you then.
Well, then I'm like, dude, I might be actually able to hit it.
Yeah.
Out there a little bit.
That's crazy. No, that's genius. I didn't think about that, but you're right. Play hockey left-handed, golf right-handed. That's pretty crazy.
Dexterous, man.
I have another question.
What's up?
Was there one rule that you'd want to change in golf right now?
There's probably a lot of rules, but
Which one?
thinking of them right now, I probably don't know.
Like ours is that we always we like to say like if a ball lands in a divot on the fairway, you should be able to move it. But,
Yeah,
Well, I have seen that before. No, did they just change that?
Well, no, not in the PGA Tour. We might do it.
yeah, it's not allowed.
Oh, you know what? The one I was thinking of was it was like what they did it. It wasn't a divot. It was like they were.
Oh, it was under
glass in it.
construction or something? They were allowed to move it.
See,
Yeah,
and
that one's a...
I also think too, like even if it's not wet out, like when it's wet out, you're allowed to lift clean in place. But if it's not wet out and for some reason your ball does get mud on it and it's laying there, I feel like you should be able to mark it, clean off your ball, and place it because that totally affects the way the ball.
If
comes
you're
off
in the
court.
fairway, I think you should be able to allow to mark it all the time like that.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're in the rough, though, no.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, exactly.
But if you hit the fairway, like, bro, and there's
You
a
should be
chunk of
rewarded.
some junk on the ball,
Mhm.
I think.
Okay. And what's your strong suit in your game? Is it driving? Is it mid-game or in approach, or is it putting?
A
Or
nice,
short game?
a nice 2-iron distance.
Okay. And what's that for you? Like 210?
Nah, well, that'd be a rip.
I've seen you rip them.
Probably like 180.
Okay. All right.
Just a nice, easy 2.
Right.
No, but the 7 is what I had dialed in for like 150. Like I just when I hit the 2-iron out there, whatever, and then 157 iron. I'm up there. I'm close. I'll be on or close.
Man, that's great. Okay, I could see that.
That's how I was playing pretty much.
Yeah.
The par 5s were getting me a little bit because then it'd be 2-irons, and then I might have less or I might have more.
Right.
And now like, I'm really gonna hit 3 2-irons.
Yeah. No, I feel you. So you rather hit the 2-iron off the tee than the driver?
A lot of the rounds this year, yeah.
Yeah.
Other
You just
than
feel
the-
more confident.
Other than the first 2, well, I can't hit the driver. Were you with me?
No.
Oh, you were in the group in front of us the one time. Dude, I've golfed at, what's the one by the Deer?
Calderon.
Calderon. I swear, the timekeeper dude, the Grand Marshal of the golf course.
Yep.
What do you call that?
The starter.
Yeah, that guy. I couldn't think of that. He's seen me take the same drive, like, I'm telling you, 3 Saturdays in a row. Just, what's up, man? Let the one right by him. I'm like, I can't hit the driver. I ain't got it.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I have a lot
You're in
of
a
That's,
range.
driver too.
that's such a terrible feeling too.
Dude.
When you step up on the first tee, and even if it's just your buddies that are there, but when you have a starter there watching you too, along with your buddies, and you just like dribble one or you don't hit a good ball,
No.
and it is like one of the worst feelings.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrible because then I walk right up to it from the ladies' tee and smack a 2-iron like 250.
Rip
And they're
it.
like, what,
Yeah, you're like,
why don't I just hit
sorry, I freaked out on the tee box there, but I hit a good second shot.
It's like, hey, see the handicap I'm giving this guy.
That's what's up. Okay.
But the 2-iron was definitely the club. 2-7, that's what I had this year.
Okay. 200.
Putter, terrible.
Really? It just due to not playing often, you think?
I ain't got it with the putter.
Okay.
I made
That's tough.
I made a couple of my longest putts ever this summer, but
Other than that,
I had to
it's rough.
shout it out. Moose Ridge, man. I hit a bender, a deep bender over a hill at Moose Ridge.
Oh, you played with Steven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Steven
I had
Johnson.
to shout out to Moose Ridge.
I love that guy.
A few
Yeah.
times on
Yeah, shout out to
He's
Moose
so fucking
Ridge.
cool. I love him, man.
That's and you got to play during the day, like discounted, right? Because Steven was flying out, or was it still pretty?
It was some golf now, too.
Dude, inflation's getting
Gotta get them. Gotta get the Johnson brothers on.
Honestly,
yeah.
I think it costs more in gas than it costs to golf.
Yeah, you're right. You're very right. Okay. So you've been golfing for a while. We know what your coaches
Forever.
are.
Definitely
We
worse.
gotta,
I'm getting worse, which is not a good sign.
You're sounding like Steve now.
Well, I'm not his bad. I whooped him every time.
We're gonna have to.
Maybe
he
the
did.
last time we might have tied.
Matt beat him. The second to last round out
I beat
at
him.
Kensington.
I beat him.
At Kensington.
Yeah.
He was like last.
Wait,
he got
did
last
Kyle
place.
beat him or did he lose? I'm still
Kyle.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
So what happened was.
No, go ahead.
What happened was-
So what happened was, Steve shot the worst round, but we're playing match play. So technically, Steve won the match play. I think 2-1. It was close, real close. But he didn't win in stroke play. He had the worst round out of everybody. All 20 of us. Is it 20, 24 or something like that? I think 24 of us.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't showing out. It was kind of crazy. And the worst part is, we had talked about this before. You know, when we go to do the golf trip, which you've been before, you know, we grade our people in groups of A, B, C, and D.
Hey,
You know,
Snyder
the A's-
isn't a D.
Now
He said it. He said it.
I think I'm up to the C leagues and he's down in the D's. And he used to be in the B, flirting with A league. So I don't
He
know
was
what happened.
he was a B for sure. Solid
B.
Solid B.
Yeah,
Solid.
he can hit you with an A.
He can hit you with
an
an
A.
A.
He could.
But
But that's why he was a solid A. Or
Solid B. Because
Solid
he could hit you with an A for
Yep.
sure.
now he's
Yeah.
trying to hit us 3 digits.
Yeah.
3 digits.
Keep it under 3 digits. It's, you know, it's interesting. We'll see. I mean, I think he's going to go out and try and get a lesson. Maybe it'll help. I'm going to also be getting
No,
some
he doesn't
lessons.
need no lessons. He needs to figure out what he was doing.
Have you golfed with him? You said you did golf with him this year. Did you see the difference?
Yeah, what do you mean? He hits the ball over there, hits the ball over there.
And what do you think it was? Like, could you see in his swing, like, what it might have been? Or no, it just was all over?
He's just not.
Yeah. I think we all agree. Like, it's hard to tell. Like, even when I asked Nick, you know, he said sometimes he's, you know, trying to catch up with his hands.
Yeah, sometimes he's real
much.
quick with his hips. Other times he's like real quick with the fucking swing. Other
Right.
times he's just like
And
pushing
sometimes
it.
it's smooth.
And
He will hit a nice one every now
Yeah,
and
the
then.
high
But
little
where
just-
is
Yeah,
that?
and then you ask him, hey, what'd you do there? I don't fucking know. I swung.
That's what it is half the time. Just swing at it, man. Just smack the thing. That's all.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty
You can't be
interesting.
up there like,
I mean, for me, dude, every swing
Nick probably does
is
think
for
about
me.
it.
Every swing is feel, and I have to
Dial.
feel. So, even on my bad shots, I'm trying to feel something, so I know what the fuck I'm doing wrong. If I can't feel what I'm doing wrong, dude, it is an extremely off day. That's when I'm shooting
Right.
those 48s
Right.
and shit. You know,
well, it was raining once too.
yeah, but it's like I have to be able to feel that. And if you don't start doing that or I think about that, like Steve doesn't think about it, he just swings sometimes. You didn't learn anything from that, though.
I like
You
how
didn't,
simple
you didn't figure out
Yeah.
anything by doing that.
Right. No, you don't.
Well, that's what you ever like hit a scrub if you're just screwing around like dropping on it.
Right.
Just smack it. It's perfect. You don't even think about it.
Yeah,
Or like if you hit it in the water and just drop it and then you smack it after that, it's just like.
I mean,
I
Flav's
think
a great example. He has no practice swing, gets up.
See,
hits
yeah,
the ball.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's
Flav
crazy.
pops it.
You grew up with some
Like,
shooters,
I grew
bro.
up. Yeah, Flav was.
You
like,
did.
Dewar,
You grew up-
Flav, Leda,
Neldo,
Neldo. I mean, you got shooters.
Fonte.
Shooters, yeah.
Mhm.
Fournier.
both of them.
Yeah, shooters, bro. So that's exciting. You know what's funny is when I first started golfing, my very first day going to Mickey's, I went with you. I'll never forget this. I think I had explained this before. And the very first thing I learned was you showed me how to carry my bag because I was carrying like a fucking suitcase or something. He goes, bro, you gotta put it over your shoulder. And then we go out and we play around. And I don't know if you guys have ever played around with Brad Hughes, but he's so relaxed and just kind of keeps the game pretty simple, which I think is why he's able to, you know, just hit it out there, no problem. And I was about 40 yards out, and I'll never forget this. And I try to think about it all the time. But he goes, Cody, if you hit it on the green, you get $1 million. I'll never forget him telling me this. And I was like, bro, that's genius. Like, just think about it that way. If you had just landed on the green, it's right there. I get $1 million. And ever since then, I try to think about that when I'm just off the green, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60 yards. Because it is that simple if you make it that simple. So it's cool that that's the way you think the whole round. That's the way you
You
think.
gotta scale it down, but it's harder around the green because we're not playing with them giant holes, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get that little ball in there.
Yeah. So that's
That's what's the hardest part to me.
It is. Yeah, it's very difficult. But it's great how simple you keep the game and everything. But do you have any favorite golfers to watch? To root for?
I mean, Tiger back in the day.
Okay.
That's everyone's favorite. It has to be.
Yeah. Any new golfers? Any Spieths? Any Will Zalatoris? Any young Xander Schauffele? John Rahm?
I like Shoffley because it sounds like Shifley.
Yeah. Mark Shifley, shout out to him.
And there's another Shifley. There's like 2 Shifleys in golf too.
Scheffler, Scotty
Scheffler,
Scheffler,
Shifley, I don't
and
know.
Shifley.
Hey, they're both Shifley to me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I got 2
Shifley.
chances.
Yeah. So
they're
okay.
alright. I mean, I just kind of like the name.
Okay.
I like Brooks, Ivy.
Yeah. That's about it.
No one out there in real pulling for that dude that
Colin
with the
Morikawa,
stats.
Justin Thomas,
Cam
Jordan
Smith?
Spieth.
Yeah, that dude's putting that. What is that, British Open?
Yeah,
That's when I was like,
yeah.
good God, if I could putt like him, bro, I'd be on a tour.
He's
It's
phenomenal
fun to
putter.
watch.
He's a phenomenal
Like,
putter.
You see these other guys on these greens just rolling them off, and this guy snugged it up there every time.
Dude.
That was impressive.
Yeah. I mean, he took it from Rory, right? Is that
Yep.
who he took it from? Yeah. You know you have to roll out if you're going to take it from Rory.
Didn't Rory win the last thing?
Yeah, he won the PGA
You want to go back to that rule change? This motherfucker hit it out of bounds into the stands, but was able to get a drop right there.
We talked
And
about
that.
this.
Was bullshit.
We talked about that.
You know,
was bullshit.
They do that.
and
They
he
aim at
actually
those.
did. I actually do think he did that on purpose.
They aim
I
at
think
him.
he strategized to do that because he's like, bro,
Just to set it up
do
there
this.
and make
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
power, whatever he had to make.
Yeah, it's exactly why. It's all he needed to do. And
I
he's
mean, it
like,
worked
why
out,
risk-
but at the same time, he hit it, and I'm like, that's a shot. Like, now this is interesting. Now.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah, and they give him a free fucking job because it's a man.
and I'm like, that shit went
blows my mind.
hearing up there in the bleachers.
And the drop area is in.
It's like he should have had to drop it where he shot
it's
it.
like
That
no, it's like the best grass ever.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, oh, you get to drop it right here.
if they
off
get
the
to
green.
drop it there, and if you're gonna let them drop it there with no strokes
Okay.
being taken, then make that shit hard dirt or
Yep.
something.
Yep.
You know, like let's get this a little
build a
bit.
wall, he's got to go around it.
Like, I mean, it's tricky. I mean, make it a little bit trickier is all I'm saying. Like,
I've seen a lot
It
of
sounds
people
like he
doing
had
it.
it in the bag, though. Like, he knew.
it's smart. It was smart. on
It's
his
a,
part
it's a
to do that.
strategically
It
smart
worked
play.
out, so.
But
Yeah, I would do it, I guess. If I was in his shoes, I'm not saying you shouldn't have did it. But I'm also saying, as a fan, I think that was
Mhm.
Of course,
Yep.
we've talked about it. It's an interesting one, especially on those short par fours, because they'll just drive it straight into the stands. Okay, you're dropping 2.
Exactly. Like,
10
why
yards
hell
off the green.
Get rid of these stands. Like,
Yeah.
put them on the edge or
Yes.
something.
Yeah, put them somewhere else, not right behind it 10 yards. Yeah, I'll just drive it into the stands. I'll drop right behind the green. I'll chip up and get a birdie. No problem.
And the
Come on,
drop's
bro.
not a drop. It's they're all
Yeah, they get to
places.
set it right there.
So you can fluff it up, basically. Like, come on now, you're putting it on a tee.
It's very silly. So hopefully they change that. I mean, I get they're trying to put the stands there for fan experience, but
Yeah.
fuck, dude, everyone gets birdies. Do that in fucking golf courses I play. I want a course where I can hit it wherever
We
I
build the
want.
stands on the pillows or something. You know, I'll just drive, hey, drop right here.
Yeah.
Tap it in.
Okay, so
Let me ask him one more question. This one we're going to steer away from golf here.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Look out.
I know Brad is a huge, he loves rap. So
Oh,
I know this is
love
probably going to go, I know his
I
answer.
love it.
I think I know his answer.
No, you
but I
don't.
want to
You
know.
don't. I guarantee you don't.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And there's going to be a 2-part question. What's their favorite album? Do you have a favorite album by them? Or a song?
I mean, my favorite rapper currently is Glizzard.
Glizzard, Key Glock.
But, I mean, he became kind of my favorite.
I was about to say,
That's
I
what
knew
I've
that.
been with for a minute.
I knew that's what it
Uh-huh.
was.
But, I mean, at the same time, you don't have, like, that much work out. His first album, though.
Okay, yeah, he only has 2 albums.
So he doesn't have any like fresh
Oh,
stuff
he's
right
got,
now?
like 8 mixtapes, probably. He be dropping singles, man. When you're doing this shit independent like you,
Yeah.
you don't have to. You just do what you want.
Yeah, that's the best
So he
part
just
about
drops a
rap.
lot of singles then.
Well, I mean, you know, ever since Dolph got smoked, like, who knows how it is really now? But
True.
that's
Yeah.
what I mean. It's kind of been like a stall up, and it's different now.
So, are you a fan of how rap is now, where it's like a lot more independent than it used to be, where like everybody had to have an album out and you got to drop?
No, this shit's crazy. Now,
It is.
Everybody's a rapper.
Everybody's
Put this shit on. Like right now, I start rapping and this shit go viral.
Let me get this freestyle.
No.
Come on, I can put a beat on.
Yeah,
here.
we could throw something on.
What,
That's
you
a
just hit
background.
D and a beat?
That would be cool.
You just keep
Okay.
talking. I'm not that- Hit him with the Lil Wayne split.
Yeah, there you go. I was listening to that on the way to work this morning, actually. No ceilings.
I mean, see, now if we're talking about like favorite rapper,
Yeah. Lil Wayne. Of
Really?
course. Come on, man.
Favorite song?
Wow, Wayne.
So many.
It just doesn't matter. I mean, your favorite song right now.
I don't know. I like that one with the trumpet that you showed me. That one's dope.
Oh,
I didn't even recognize it so much.
Really?
Yeah, Jalen Santoy. It's called Foreplay or something.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a little trumpet beat, dude. It's nice.
It's nice?
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
Someone needs to rap on that beat.
Yeah.
I had to ask him that.
Oh, of course.
I wanted the people to hear that.
He used he used to blast it.
Back in, you got Jeezy, Gucci.
Right. Plenty of
Atlanta rappers.
Yeah.
That ain't old Atlanta rappers like T.I.
Have you,
KD.
you never
He
golfed out of,
he just dropped some movie.
have you golfed out of state?
Yeah.
Before?
Yeah, I golfed in Texas, Florida.
Okay, so yeah, you've golfed out of state. Nice. Did you ever golf in
we golfed in North Carolina when we went to South Lake. We golfed in there. It was like a Thursday or Friday. I don't remember what day or week, but it was like $2 beers that day, so it was the best day ever. But
so what's your routine on the course?
Because it was NFL season, right? Like,
right.
So it wasn't like perfect, but it was warmer. It was like 60 and sunny. Like, it was straight.
So on the course, how early do you like to get there? You like to get there early, hit the practice green, or do you pull up like your brother Brian Hubbs with 5 minutes to go?
I don't need no type of warm up, baby. I'm gonna waste my good one on me. You guys be hitting me in the range. I'll be worn out before the first tee, and then I go dribble it past the starter. It's so embarrassing. I'm like, I've been over here doing the same thing.
Okay, so you like to walk up last minute. You use
I mean,
wind tees,
I'm not saying I like
well,
it,
no,
but it don't matter to me.
Okay.
If I'm there earlier, it's just more time for me to like do shit. Like I'm gonna shoot the shit that they got there.
Right.
I'm gonna take Jack Daniel shot before we even tee off.
So you drink on the course?
I mean,
you dabble.
Well, golf used to be just for a good time experience. Sometime, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's more of a.
Right.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah. So
are we going for some money today, or am I trying to just have a good time today?
Right. Okay. So you drink and smoke on the course? Or do you stick to only drinking?
Listen, if I'm trying to be serious golf, I need to be sober.
Really?
Sober.
Sober Brad. Yeah. Golf.
Sober.
I like it.
And then shit starts happening.
Yeah, shout out to Sober October.
So that's how long it goes.
Okay.
It just depends, really.
I was about to say, your first bad shot, you pull a beer out?
I really don't like to drink on the course, because then it's like we're drinking. We're not golfing. Like, what are we doing?
Okay.
Are we drinking or are we golfing?
One or the other.
It's gotta be.
Do you like music?
Well, the problem is, sometimes, I don't know. It's not like I don't bring my own radio. It don't matter to me.
Okay. It doesn't matter. You're cool with either one.
Golfing in silence is probably better, though. Like, why not? You should just put headphones in.
Have you ever golfed with headphones in?
No.
I was thinking about that.
I can't do that.
You can't?
No. I like to hear the nature.
See, that's
okay.
I like to hear the trees and the birds.
Yep.
I like to hear my ball, my shot. I like to hear my shot.
That's what I gotta do.
Yeah, it kind of helps to know if I pinched it or not.
Right.
Not gonna lie, I've golfed a few courses where there's been some yodies like very close. It's been nice to be able to see and spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wild.
Okay.
I just seen one last week.
Did you?
Ago in
And
Ohio.
Inkster Valley, I saw the biggest one of my life on the second tee once.
Yeah, there's some big ones over there.
Yeah, it is.
Massive ones over there. It's crazy. I don't know what they do to those fucking coyotes.
It's the only one around here living.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of deer too.
So you
deer on the course is like just.
I think so too.
Just every course has deer.
Right.
It's like they should just be all deer parks.
Yeah, no, it's pretty interesting getting out there on the course and seeing all the deer as you're. I think we saw turkeys recently when we were playing somewhere. Oh, Kensington maybe. Is that where we saw fucking turkeys? Yeah.
A bunch of them.
You never know what you're going to see.
The other day, there was a flock of turkeys crossing the street.
We see deer there too, though, south speed.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting. Have you ever seen a snake on the course?
Oh, hell yeah. I don't fucking know.
Do you remember where or no?
Probably everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, if you're going looking for one.
True.
The snakes were in Kentucky, though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was
I'm not hitting my... If there's some tall... not down there.
Have you ever played on a course with gators?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah.
They said there was, but I never seen them.
Same with us.
Yeah.
Right.
Signs.
Yeah, they said they were, but we didn't see any.
Like, I feel like anywhere in Florida, you can pop a gator out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's so scary.
There's no, you know what I mean?
I told Nick every time I went by some water, bro.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't care if it says there's gators there or not. I'm pulling my ball 10 yards away.
exact. Go on Twitter.com and type in like that type. I mean, you see some things.
Yeah.
I've seen the little thing come get the dude's dog and he jump in it. You know what I mean? Everybody's seen.
Oh
that.
yeah, I seen that one.
Well,
He
yeah.
goes
Like
and
I think that
tries to
happens a
save
lot.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, little whatever, she went missing today. Like this little kid. Oh, they're like, oh, they got the gator. Cut it open. Yep, she's in there. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It's dinosaurs, bro. They're
Exactly.
fucking dinosaurs.
They are. Dude.
That's
Those
crazy.
Those are fucking.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey, imagine if those things were flying around. Like
True.
flying.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know.
Couldn't imagine it.
Yeah, no shit. I'd be in the house all day. Like,
All right. Let's do one more question, but this one's gonna be for all of us here to answer.
Okay.
run it.
All right. So if you score a hole in one on a scramble and it wins, say, $1,000 skin, do you share it with your buddies or do you keep it all for yourself?
I'll let you go first.
$1,000.
$1,000.
How much was a
Hole in
scramble?
one.
As long as it wasn't no crazy expensive thing, like you gotta split it somehow. Like yeah,
Yeah,
or you're like you're picking up a tab somewhere or something. You know what I mean?
right.
Like
Yep.
we're
Okay.
going to get a steak after or something.
Hit the sizzler.
Yeah, something like I don't know.
I agree.
Like who knows how it works out? Like all right, how much money you put? Like did you play skin money out? Pay give everybody a
Right.
scarf or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
It's kind of
It's team golf.
It's not something I really think about. Like, man, if I get this hole in one,
Right.
I'm gonna break it down to
Yeah.
333 apiece.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like playing scramble golf?
Oh hell yeah!
You do?
That's way more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, again, now we're drinking and golf.
Yeah. I
Okay.
agree with you
Because
too,
I got 4 guys shooting now, or 3, or even if you just one,
Right, you
I
got
got
two men.
somebody else hitting the ball.
Right. But you agree, Nick? You said you would split it as well.
Yeah. I mean, you would do it like if you got closest to the pin, even, right? If you went closest to the pin,
I'm
you're
always
probably
splitting
gonna,
everything
probably
in
gonna split it.
scrambles. I don't care if it's a long drive. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not winning long drives, so I really don't have to put there.
That's true.
But I would say
That I do. I will split up, but I don't split it up evenly. I give myself more for that. I do.
Okay, and even that makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's a self effort there for sure. And even the closest to is, but it's a little bit different, huh? It's a little bit different of a perspective.
Yeah, I don't know why it is like that too. I don't know. Maybe.
But I feel the same way.
well, it's part of like the individual part of golf still of being on the team. Like, all right, I can win this,
Right.
and it's whether you win it for the team or I'm winning it for me.
Right. Yeah, no, I know people who will win and
But that's part of it though. Like, hey,
Something-
I paid my 100 and whatever to come out here
Right.
and play 250, whatever it is.
Yeah,
If
put
I
in
win
the skin
1,000,
money.
It's like, all right, well now I'm really only up 750, so
right.
y'all can't really expect me to just break you off 300. That's more than I even got.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you're splitting it between the team.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Do
Do you know your lowest round?
Man, never an 18. I'll tell you that. The 18 score never low.
Never.
But I know I've had,
It's
my low 9 is like 2 over.
really
Fellows back in the day when Brian worked there,
okay. 2 over.
dialed it. The whole family.
East,
worked
I'm
there.
assuming.
Oh yeah.
Didn't Woj work there too? I think.
Yeah.
The whole family. My uncle got married there, bro. They used to run that shit. That's dope. That's
Okay,
when,
yeah.
literally, you go throw him a $5 bill, take a cart, and just go golf all day long.
Damn. Yeah, you had the.
Brian be fucking texting you like, come
Right.
get me because he's done watching this. He's ready to go home. I heard golf and getting lit.
Man, I worked at the wrong place. I worked at a dry cleaners in high school. I wish I would.
No, I think you were in the right place. Definitely was good.
Yeah, you definitely. Did. You definitely
I
did.
know all my shit was clean. I know that.
That's cool
I
though.
was like, bro, this little suit needs a little clean.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's fun. Did you work there too, or no?
No,
You were at the shack.
We
You worked at the chicken shack.
Definitely worked.
That
Okay.
was,
Nick
Worked at the
that
chicken
was
shack.
some shit.
Yeah,
I
Man, hey, that was
I could
that
shout
was some
out-
good times
Listen,
there.
I could shout out probably 50 names of people.
That was some good times there. And I wasn't even there for like the
And-
crazy part of it, but I was there, and it was still rowdy when I was there.
Nick
But
came in at the end. He got a little rowdiness, and then new
But-
ownership was Booty.
Yeah.
Our potential fourth for Saturday also worked there, right? Billy.
yeah,
Billy,
Yep,
yeah,
Billy was there.
Billy also worked
Yeah,
there. Shout out to Billy.
Shout out,
And
Billy.
yeah, shout out to
Dude made
Billy.
a hole in one too.
You
last
made a
night.
hole in one.
That's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope.
And he actually said his 300 in bowling was more exciting and felt cooler than the
Well,
hole in one.
You figure you got to do 13 perfect shots, right? In
And
bowling.
he had it, and he's done that twice. Had 2 300s, And he said both
That's
of them
a
have felt.
great question.
And he said
The
that
bowling
felt better.
300 felt better than
I was
the
like,
hole in one.
really?
There ain't no way.
I'm like, dude, for me, it's got to be the hole in one. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
there ain't
sorry.
no way, bro.
That is a very good question, and until it happens for me, I'll,
Because both of them are extremely tough to do.
So different.
Extremely tough.
But I feel
And
I don't
Listen,
know, man.
to throw that many perfect strikes in bowling is so hard.
It is.
I can't even. I get like maybe
So-
two.
Dude,
The
I'm
thing with,
three.
the thing
Yeah.
with bowling too is it's like, man, it's like you screw up one time, it's like, well, now I gotta bowl 9 more balls in this game, and then start up again to try to bowl 13
Yeah.
perfect ones again.
But it's like with golf though too. If you just miss hit the ball just slightly, it's not even going to go near
Yeah,
that
it's not
hole at
even
all.
close.
Like,
See, that's
but
what
I guess you could maybe get a little bit more luckier with golf, and maybe like
For sure.
somehow
Hit a hill,
maybe it gets and
yeah,
rolls up
bounces.
there. Like for bowling, you got to hope
There's-
that maybe one of those pins just falls down.
Well,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. There's a lot more going on in terms of you have to do 13 perfect shots in bowling versus 1 perfect shot in golf.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you break it
To
down
me, that's
that
an
way.
easy 1 to 13 is a loss.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy because for me it would be the hole in one. Like,
I think
but
so.
it's only because I carry so much weight in golf.
Mhm.
That's,
Me
that's
too.
what-
Yeah, that's true too. But what if, again, Cody, you get $1 million as soon as you bowl 300? You bet you get your ass
But-
in that bowling.
That's also-
You're right.
That's also why I thought it was pretty interesting that he said that, because Billy, like his golf, like he's a pretty avid golfer, and he's like obviously a real good bowler and plays that. He's in a league,
Yep.
so he does both of them, a lot.
Pretty
you know?
religiously.
Yeah. So he can kind of like actually have a say for both sides,
Exactly,
which one
because
he
he-
likes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so much
much,
in
yeah,
fun.
he's done them both, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So I'm like,
That's crazy.
But
I
I
wonder
ain't
how
gonna
many
lie.
people have 300s and hole in ones.
two.
Hey, tell me what I want more. I definitely want to
Oh, you want the you would want the hole in one.
bowling 300.
Right.
Mhm.
I know so many people who have bowled 300s. I mean, I was in a bowling league, so I guess that doesn't really count. But, like, I don't know that many people with hole in ones. I'll tell you that right now.
Mike has like 4.
I saw
Yeah,
Dewey
blue.
knock that one in on the par 4.
Yeah, I seen
shit
that
was
one.
crazy.
What
On
course
a
was that
par
again?
4, dude.
Snow Snake or something?
It was an easy
No.
one. We stayed there.
Black. No, it was one of the Gales. Like
It was the Gales or Blackshire or
Blackshire. I think it was.
Blackshire.
It was
the
Blackshire.
Gales?
Nope, it was Blackshire though.
Okay.
Which one were we playing first?
Blackshire.
Was it Gales?
The Gales.
Because
That's
that
tall
one was
grass.
tough.
Tall
Yeah.
grass.
That
Shout out
course-
to the Gales.
Listen, everyone was talking that talk going into that Gales. We played that the first day. Ain't no one was talking.
Uncle Pat hates that course.
No,
He will
I-
never play it again.
And that's why we went to the next course. The next day, everyone's like, all right, now let's see what we really should
Right.
do. We out here
Uncle-
knocking in
yeah,
hole in ones up par
Uncle Pat said he's never playing there.
I
Ever.
don't
He said it
think-
just ate him up. He's like, I will never ever walk
It's-
that course.
It's fun, but
play
it
that
sucks.
course.
I think I've played those two, and I haven't played the Sarandella, or I've played the Sarandella, and I haven't
Sarandella
played...
is like Pineview 2.0.
Okay, because I know I've played the Gales, for sure. And I can't remember which of the other two I've played, but man, those courses are fucking...
I love the courses.
Dude,
So do I.
yeah, shout out
So
to
do I.
them and
Just
Ascoda.
You
for
talk
sure.
about that air, just the air up there.
Mhm.
Dude,
It
the air,
smells like
everything.
country, not like automobile.
Yeah, it does. You get beautiful sceneries, all that good shit. So, yeah, it's a good time up there.
Cooler temperatures.
Yeah, definitely. You're up there partying.
Might be a little more wind.
Could be. Yeah, but... So how close do you think you've ever gotten to a hole in one? You think you gotten pretty close?
Oh, when I was using them fake clubs I was telling you about earlier, the
Yeah.
par 3 course I had.
You got
I
pretty
used to
close.
be able to hit the flagstick at that court. Like, it was nothing. Like, when I was a kid.
Because you just got so used to it.
Pretty much. But nowadays, there's not a chance.
I saw Morikawa pin seeking side note on Golf Digest today said Colin Morikawa is as accurate with his 6-iron as other pros are with their pitching wedge. And they said statistically they proved it. And then they had a little video of him and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit the flag with my 6-iron. Trying to hit the flag with your 6-iron.
See, now, that's
What the
That's what I'm
fuck?
saying with the 7. Like, once I get to that,
Right.
it's like, this is way better for me to judge this distance than the...
When do you get to that point? You're 9-iron and you're like, okay, now I'm trying to put it like next to the flag.
I'm always trying to put it next to the flag.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, Nick controlled the ball good.
It's unbelievable.
Like I said, I
I
just
mean-
go up there and hit it. Nick's like, I'm going to hit it at this angle.
7-iron,
this
dude, I
way.
started.
7-iron is when you're like, okay,
Yeah.
let's put it
See?
next to the hole.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
has
it.
just a little bit more loft than the 6, and I can probably get it to sit down.
See, for
so
me,
I
it's
can
my
actually,
pitching wedge.
I actually flight it there.
One time, you saw me at the range the other day.
It's
Once
your-
I'm at 100.
It's only your pitching wedge because you didn't watch 10 Cup enough to know it's a 7-iron.
It's so true. I didn't watch any golf movies until we lived together, and then we watched The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Oh, man, that's a fucking good one.
That's what Cody's like, I love Will Smith. I'm like,
he's like, bro, you never seen this
on.
movie? I was like, no, I've never seen this.
Gosh, that's...
him and Matt Damon out there doing their thing.
That might be one of my... That's probably my favorite.
It's a great one. It's a great one.
It's definitely.
And then Caddyshack. That's a great one. You got Rodney Dangerfield.
Listen, Happy Gilmore.
True. Yeah, shout out to Adam Sandler for that.
I just like the story of The Legend of Bagger
Yeah.
Vance, the whole story behind it and stuff.
It's based on a true story,
Taking
right?
it back to the era of the time period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, again, like old-time golf guys, like Arnold Palmer. Like, imagine the club that guy was using and ball that guy was
We
using.
talked about it
Compared to
last
the shit
episode.
these guys got now.
He said, could Rory hit it? That's what Nick said
Like,
last
come
time.
on. Like,
So what do you think about that? Do you think
I don't know. they're
Rory
probably
would still
cheating a lot
drive it
more.
330?
They're
They
probably
might
cheating a lot
have
more.
they might have been cheating a lot more.
Like,
right?
hey, man, I got a ball with titanium alloy in it. Like, or whatever.
Or just less cameras, so you can do more.
no
things.
camera.
Well, dude,
No
we could probably just, hey, you made it, I made it.
well, back then they had there was obviously like no cameras. So what the pros had to worry about back then were the fucking fans kicking their golf ball.
balls.
Yeah, like Francis Ouellette
Oh, yeah.
actually walked off one of their first ever tournaments that was held back in like 1912 or whatever at the country club there, because as he got to like hole 6, he basically got to like hole 6, piped one down the fairway, got up there, and his ball was 30 yards into the rough, and he's like, "There's no way my ball is over there." He's like, "It was dead center in the fairway." He's
Right.
like, and it happened to him like 3 holes in a row. So he basically said, "I'm done. I'm not playing a tournament like this." It's
Really?
yeah. And he like,
Dude, I went.
Hey,
I went
that's
down
another
it.
PGA star.
For real. It's kind of crazy.
WWE.
Is there a tournament that you look forward to the most besides the Masters? I'm assuming that's
The one that y'all talking about where the kids play.
yeah. When are we gonna get to that,
The
Cody?
okay.
Yeah,
So
another
Once
shit.
we're done with that one.
Yeah, I know, right?
For like 30 minutes.
That's definitely true.
Okay, so the PNC, you like that one?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yep,
I like
the
that
PNC
one.
Championship Father Son.
What's like the
You like the Pebble Beach Pro Am, you said?
the team ones that didn't we just win a team one? That one's dope.
Oh,
President's
Ryder Cup and President's Cup.
Those are
Okay.
dope.
Yeah, I saw you
The
watching
scoring's
that.
a little funky, but I like them.
Okay, so do you like team golf?
Oh yeah,
You
I'm
do?
cool with team.
Okay,
The pros, you don't really need to do in the pros, which is why I think it's good right now. There's just like a couple.
right.
But
Yeah, I agree. Just a
golfing
couple.
with your buddies, I like that kind of.
Yeah, I do too. Honestly, I kind of wish we had
It's
more
almost like you
scramble
need.
rounds.
It's almost like you need 8 people every time. Just one versus
And we usually try and get 8 people out, but it's weird because as much as you want to keep track of your stroke play and your score and see how good you're playing, it's like every now and then I'm like, fuck my own score, dude. Let's play team golf. But then you all have to agree on it. If 6 of you want to do that and 2 of you are like, fuck that, I want to keep my score, then you all end up playing
Yeah.
stroke play.
It is what it is.
So you really kind of have to agree on it. But we have a good time when I have my outing. You know, fucking...
Bro, you have to get a bigger course next time. 'Cause I don't think you can fit any more players on there.
Dude.
Didn't he say he's gonna rent a course next time?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's pretty dope. Like,
Yeah,
we
he
should-
said we could...
what other
close the
courses
course.
can we start renting out?
Bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna get big. It's gonna get big. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it in the Detroit Free Press. I swear you
See,
are.
We got some big news coming, but we ain't gonna tell you all that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So, but that's good. Glad you got all that information out there about golf. And how would you rate golf in terms of your favorite sports? We'll finish with that. Obviously,
I feel like now you be getting old now and just realize like, hey man, golf's the only thing I can play where I'm not like hurt the next day.
Okay.
But for me, I still am hurt the next day. But I think that, it's just going to keep growing on you just because, like, what do you got to do besides go smack the ball, jump in the cart, hit my cigar, sip my beer,
Yep.
press the pedal down to go wherever my ball is.
Okay, so it's growing on you more and more.
I feel like it will,
Yeah.
for sure, even more.
Yeah. No, I agree with that statement.
But I don't like watching it, like, really.
Okay.
Like,
It has to be a big tournament.
Maybe the last day, like, I watch other people golf, and I'm like, why? I just would go golf. Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, no, I feel that. That's the way I felt for quite some time when I first started watching golf and playing. I'm like, I'm not really that impressed with watching it as much. But as I've watched it more and followed people more, it grew on me. But for a while there, I was like, I'd rather just go play right now than watch this.
It's not. Sometimes though, like if you want to watch somebody and the camera's on that guy, like some days are your days.
Right.
I feel like they only would feature a few groups, right? So
Well,
it's like,
Nick said the
Well,
same
I
thing.
don't
He didn't
care
get to
about
see
these
kids
guys.
the
Like,
whole
who cares?
President's Cup.
Yeah, it was upsetting.
see,
You know,
it's
and,
like,
and we talked about it with the live golfers and the majors. Like, whoa, why are they? You know, they're not showing Abraham Answer and he's 4 back. Like, what's happening here? You know,
sometimes too, like I would much rather see the guy that's doing ass. I want to see the guy hitting the woods that's 20 over. I don't want to see the fucking beaters. Like, show me the guy sucking. Like, give me some confidence.
yeah.
How
And
many
see, he
people-
can do it too.
How many people do you guys know from high school that didn't play golf then that do now?
Again, that's probably getting old.
Yeah,
Everybody's just
because
man.
I know quite like even of my friends or people that I know in high school. Like there's even quite a few that never even touched the club that I know of back then that are playing it now. That I see, I see them post videos
Yeah.
on Instagram and stuff. And it's like, man, when did you start fucking golf?
I feel like there's not much to it, man. There's
Yeah.
really not. Anyone can play.
Yep.
You
I know
just
some
need a
girls
team.
that are really into it. Shout out to Sam Weiser. Shout out to
I'm not gonna get into
a
this.
couple different girls. What? Oh, you don't like girls on the course? Let's hear it.
No,
We got a hot take here.
No, I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying, like when I used to be, we 18 on the course just getting hammered. Like,
Right.
Sometimes I'll see some chicks out there that are kind of doing that.
Okay.
They're just out there to get bombed.
Oh,
driving
for
golf.
sure, for sure. We all
A
see
lot
that.
of
We
them,
all
dude.
see that.
Like,
A lot of them are
again,
golf
I don't know what course it was, but me and Steven one time the summit, there was 12 fucking carts on one. And I literally thought we were going to Rambo everybody. I was losing my shit, and I've never lost my shit in a golf course.
Really?
There was 12 fucking carts on one. People were driving every which way. I'm like, this is bad.
So, do you prefer, like waiting, or
Well, I just
do you
think
prefer
so
having
many
someone
people are
behind you?
playing now. Well, obviously, if you got all the time in the world, it's the best.
Right.
But now so many people play. It's like there's someone in front of you. There's someone on your ass the whole time. Like, you almost got to get lucky.
It's funny
Find a
that
course
you
that's got a spot.
you can tell the difference just like other people who have been golfing for a while, because I haven't been golfing that long. So for me, it's always been like, the course is
Always
packed.
packed,
It's
yeah.
always packed since I started golfing. But I hear a lot of you, Nick, people who have been golfing. Neldo said it last time. We go, man, I used to be able to come out on a weekend and, it
Ain't
wouldn't
no
be that
thing.
busy.
Exactly.
A little
Twilight
busy.
used to start at 1, 2 o'clock.
Right.
Because
Now
they just
it's
want to
like-
fill up the course.
Right. And now it's fucking.
Now I
50
make a
hours.
tea time, go to the course. You ain't making tea time. What do you mean? We got 8 people here. What do you mean you got tea time?
Yeah, that happened to us out there in
It's
Jackson.
like, we're getting out here. It's going to be raining and everything. We're going to play.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Homeboy pulled out them gloves, them rain gloves. I was like, who was that? Was that Kobe?
Yeah,
I was like,
Kobe has the hookup.
I was like, bro, let me get them because I can really hold the club. But
So
Good time.
this past week, we had some comments from Harold Varner and from John Rahm on the status of Live and PGA Tour, and I think Harold Varner had a good point about this, and he's one of the most liked people, or was one of the most liked people on the PGA Tour, and I think this comment makes sense on why he was. And it says, whenever you leave a family, you become hated, and in a real family, no matter what your son does or daughter, they're family, and you take care of them, and that's not been the way. And it makes sense because, ever since they've left, we all had problems with our families and close friends and stuff, and we all battled through different things, and sometimes we get upset with people, but at the end of the day, we show a lot of love for them, and it's kind of interesting that, they were a part of this family, the PGA Tour family, all these guys were, whether they were in for 1 year or whether they were in for, 25 years, like Phil. So it's kind of crazy to see them, ripping them apart like that, because they are family. So it's a pretty interesting outlook. I thought it was bright words from Harold Varner there, and
I think
hopefully
he made a
people
good
take
point.
hopefully people take it to mind. It is a good point.
I think he made a great point.
some people don't think it's a good point.
Some people don't, because some people say fuck their family if they wrong them or something like that. And I
That's
get
what I'm
that.
trying to say is how bad do they do these people?
Right.
Or do they just not give a fuck now because they got the bag? Like, you signed me a $30 million, I'll trash whoever. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Who cares if that's how I made my name?
Yeah, but the live guys aren't the ones that are trashing
That's the crazy part.
the PGA Tour players or anything like that, or
Yeah.
anyone's name. It's the guys on the
guys are
PGA
pissed
Tour.
over them.
They're the ones that are
pissed.
using all these derogatory, names
Right.
and terms towards, these other live golfers, and now it's came to the point where it's like they are it's
Well,
crazy. It's
I
like
think the
why
PGA guys are pissed that they ain't getting that money. Like,
And I agree. Yeah, I think they are too. But then you have John Rahm, who
Yeah.
also said something recently. Same thing. And he's on the other side of the spectrum. although some people want to make us look at them, Liv as the enemy, the guy who just won is a 22-year-old guy winning against some of the best players in the world. Congratulations if you see this, Eugenio. You need to be able to have that
Eugenio.
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 Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can have an outlook of just being salty about it and, this kid went and, just wanted to get money. But you can also have the positive outlook of, like, this guy just whooped Cam Smith's ass. He beat Brooks Koepka. He beat Phil. He beat Joaquin Neiman. He beat Abraham Answer. He beat Ian Poulter. He beat Lee Westwood. I can keep naming them.
Exactly.
So it's important that some of them have that outlook. And I think that will, in turn, have them playing together, like you said earlier in this podcast. It's going to have to work out, right? Eventually.
That's the only way I think it works. Like,
right.
I don't know why there's even hate, really. The PGA should be pissed, but at the same time, it's like, well, now you got a competition.
You just got to step it up, right?
We got an East and we got a West team. Like, I can't wait till there's a PGA Live Championship and the best on the best. And
Man, that would be crazy.
4 balls. Like, let's run it. Your 4 best are. Like, I'll set it right now. Give me that.
Yeah, no.
Me and Nick will go pick the 4 courses out right now.
Dude, yeah. we could pick some stunners for sure. Courses they've never fucking even played before.
Exactly. I'll have them right here at Cedar Valley.
For sure.
Nick will be out there whooping their ass, and they'll be like, see?
Yeah.
Nick should be on it.
Yeah. No, I get it. So
anyone can win, man. Anyone can win at golf. If you're hitting good, you're hitting it good.
Yeah.
You're reading it right.
Yeah. So, and then we get the PNC coming up next month, and
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's
I do like
the father-son
like
is
the dailies.
always
The dailies.
the dailies are good.
They're a force to reckon.
Yeah,
That's because Lil Jon hit a mile.
yeah, dude. John Daly just hit a fucking hole-in-one like last week or something on a course, just playing with some random
The
ass.
The Thomases are a force to
The
reckon
Thomases, him and his dad, JT and his dad. There's some good ones out there. Do you think we're gonna see Tiger? Charlie?
Absolutely.
Nick
Yeah.
says, yeah.
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Okay.
Did you play it last year?
Charlie was so little at one point, and now he's like
Gosh,
good.
that's crazy.
Did you guys see his swing?
I seen him bomb a couple.
Did you guys see any of his?
Yeah.
Like they took video of his swings there at that past tournament, that Nota Begay tournament where
Yeah.
he took second place at. Dude, the clips that they showed, fucking identical to his dad. Identical.
It's crazy.
I mean,
It's crazy.
you put literally Tiger Woods inside of it. I mean, the swing is spot on. The follow through and everything, the takeaway. I mean, it is to the T. Tiger Woods. It's insane.
The clock's already started almost for the countdown for like when he's gonna win the first tournament. And it's gonna be fucking
It will be crazy.
wild.
He's gonna have
And
a lot
like,
of fans.
and like, why would he not play in this one? Because he played last year when he was just
Right.
just barely recovered from the accident, and he
Yeah.
played.
They should have a shot this year.
Why would he? Yeah, why would he's played in the Masters, he's played in other tournaments. He knows what his leg is capable of doing and what it's not capable of
Doesn't
doing.
he get to ride in a
He
golf
gets
cart
a
in this?
golf
Oh,
cart. It's
he
flat
does?
ground. It's flat
He gets a
ground.
cart?
If he wants it, yeah, you can ride around in a cart.
It's like a pro-am, ain't it?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So.
Yeah, I'm sure the dailies will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you think
John
he'll be able
will.
to get a cart next season, Tiger?
I don't think Tiger will honestly ever use a cart because that's like against Tiger protocol.
I know.
It would be a bad look.
Earl Woods is, like drilled it into his head to just be like this ultimate golfer.
He couldn't drive it either.
Well, yeah, and he talks about like that's part of
Drive it.
let's talk about like he talks about like that being part of like golf though too is walking the course, like walking the holes and up and down this
Walking the course.
That
We
is-
talk about it
that is
when we do walk.
half the battle, and he says if you can't do that, then you're not really a golfer. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's going to be interesting. I think he'll continue to walk too. I mean, we talk about it all the time. We don't walk very often, but when we do,
Let me go plug that in real quick.
yeah, when we do, it makes a difference. We notice it every time. We're like, walking it. You get to think about your shot coming up. You get to think about what you just did. You know,
A lot less flubs, a lot less lost ball.
Yeah.
You're right there to see and run after it. Like it ain't even done moving. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. When's the last time you walked a course? It's been a while.
Yeah, it might not have been. We played a little bit, I think, with the COVID, but you couldn't.
Oh,
you
duh.
couldn't take
Yeah,
them out.
yeah, you're right. During COVID. Okay, I think we were all
But
walking quite a bit. there.
It wasn't like we were playing. We were just kind of hitting
Right.
balls around.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick and I talked about that recently, bringing a couple clubs to fellows and just
That was fun.
walking around during
That's
COVID and playing. And man,
Fellows it's about sledding season.
do you think COVID boosted golf? Do you think more people
Yeah,
got into golf
man.
because of COVID? Or you think it was already on?
I just think it's blowing up.
Yeah.
It's
just blowing up in
is.
general.
Again, like you said, even the girls now are all playing. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. I think but I think again, there's more.
I think it sped it up. COVID definitely sped it
Yeah.
up, though. Yeah, and like even though it was progressing, it was getting
At a
it
very
was becoming a
rapid
trend. But now it's like everybody, literally
Also,
everybody.
Rich man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true.
Rich man's game.
It is. It is. It's very
It
expensive.
ain't cheap to be golfing every time.
Well, ask your brother. He just broke another golf club at
he
Mickey's.
broke another set.
Yeah, bro.
This
You
guy
should have
hits
seen
the ball
this.
so
Nick.
hard he broke all his clubs in one season.
Yeah. I think that's his third.
Whatever's
club.
left, I get to keep though, so I'm happy. I'm gonna get me a new 7 iron.
Yeah.
Dollar
It's kind of crazy. He broke 3
no, that
clubs.
was broke. I'm sure. The only one I've made is 4 or 5 iron because he don't hit that. He has a 2.
Yeah, I'll hit the 2 over those. So we'll see. And then I got the Tiger official world golf ranking. Let's see what he's at right now. You guys are gonna laugh at this. Tiger's
I didn't see that.
Tiger's quite down there.
I want to know who's below him.
I know. That's a real question. So in 1996, I'll rattle off his numbers over the past couple of years. 1996, he was ranked 75th. That was his rookie year. Then 98, 2000, 2002, he was ranked 1. 04, he was ranked 3. 06, he
Of
was
course he
ranked
was.
1. 08, 1. 2010, 1. 2012, 2.
Oh my gosh.
2014, 17. 2016, he dropped. But that was, I think, after his back surgery. Down to 786. Bounced right back 2 years later up to 13. In 2020, he was 26. And in 2022, he's 1,206.
Holy shit.
Tiger Woods has dropped to an all-time low in the world golf ranking.
Well,
Whatever.
when you don't play, what do you expect?
Exactly. But dude, you started saying what surgery it was in 2016, and I'm like, dude, I don't know because the dude's had so many surgeries
Dude,
between
I
his
know.
knee, his back, and like
Getting his ass beat by
his
his
wife.
wife. Yeah, all that shit.
I don't know what surgery he had that year.
Yeah.
He had 2, I think, in 1 year on his knee.
Right.
His
Yeah,
back, too.
you're right. And his back. He had to get those fusions.
Like-
Like my dad did.
Yeah, like I can't even believe he can swing the club still. Honestly.
Dude, he's a
It's
fucking
crazy.
robot. He's
It's
all
crazy.
metal. He's half metal.
Yeah, but you got the best doctors when you're in his position.
So if you were a pro golfer, Brad Hubbs, would you rather have 5 PGA Tour wins or 1 major?
Probably
1 major. Over 5.
One live contract.
That's great. Yeah, 1 live contract. That
That
would,
one of them $30 million deals.
Yeah. No, I get that. Do you think we're going to be able to see the live players in the majors right now? They are allowed to
Oh, are they? Okay.
because it's not a PGA Tour event.
The majors are.
Yeah, so like you can play in like they just played in what was the
Sounds like
latest
it'll
one?
be
The
good,
Open. The Open, I think there were some.
They were allowed in
players
the open, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that was before Homeboy left to go live, right?
yeah, Cam. Yeah, he won.
He's like,
One
"All right,
champion
I'm
golfer
out."
of the year, and it was like, peace. I'm gonna go make some money.
Exactly. Smart.
So, they're gonna be able to play in the majors, and I wonder if they're gonna be able to play at the Masters. It's gonna be so interesting. And do they wear their?
There'll
Do
be a
they
lot
wear
of
their live stuff? You know, do they wear their live polo?
what do
their
they
live
have?
hat?
They have to wear all live shit. They
Well, I
don't
mean,
have,
they're getting paid by
they're-
sponsors. That's part
they're
of
not
the deal.
wearing Titleist.
They're still wearing some TaylorMade stuff. You'll see DJ wear
It just says
TaylorMade and
Titleist with
all
a
that.
live tag.
But I think some of them are wearing
Because
live
isn't there
things.
like PGA?
I don't know. They all kind of kept their same
Oh.
sponsors.
And how do you feel about the shorts? Live golfers get to wear shorts.
Who gives a fuck what you're
Okay, but would you rather wear shorts or pants?
wearing? It depends on the weather. If
Oh,
it's
so
hot as
you're
shit,
open
I'd
for-
much rather wear shorts.
Okay, you're not one of those traditional. You got to wear pants no matter what, guy.
The only way I'm wearing pants if it's cold or if there's bugs and shit. You know what I mean?
Those are great reasons to wear pants.
Like,
So I agree with that statement.
yeah.
Okay. I think,
I don't
Nick,
really
you said the
care.
same. You'd wear shorts as well. Just whatever's most comfortable.
I just know shit. The golf course used to be like, man, you got to wear this.
Right.
It was like going to the strip club. Like you got to wear.
That's so
something.
true. That's so true.
But that's why I love going to Fella. Like, bro, I just rolled out of bed in sweats and a white tee. I go hit the ball around for 6 hours.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it used to be crazy. Like, man, you ain't got a polo? Fuck, you can't play today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Like,
I've heard that it's.
I guess
it's
I'll
used
buy
to
one
be-
from the gift shop for $75 so I
Right.
can play the course today.
Yeah.
They need to start doing that. You buy a shirt, you get the free round.
For
You
real.
wear it for the round.
Yeah, because the shirt's $75, $80.
That's what I'm saying.
Easily.
Might as
Easily.
well get my free round with it.
Easily.
Every time.
And do you have a
Smart
favorite
thing.
course
Wait
to
till
play
all
around
the
here?
comes out.
Is Pheasant Run your favorite course around here? What's your favorite
Pheasant Run's
level?
real nice. We used to do a house on that Pheasant Run.
It's a nice one. That's probably your favorite around here? Or
I mean, it
Taylor,
is real nice. Man, my favorite around here.
I kind of asked him that question earlier.
I don't know.
the one close?
I like
Well, I kinda just asked
I like
what it
Pierce
is.
Lake, man.
Pierce Lake?
Just being in Chelsea.
Dude, that's a great one. It's a great
Okay.
course.
Okay. I've only played that, I think, once or twice, I think.
This motherfucker had me playing from the tips this year, man. I cannot hit it that far on that course. It is long, son.
Is it?
For me,
Yeah.
That's a long
I was
course when
struggling.
you play from
I think it was $7 grand or something.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
right? It was $7
That's pretty fucking
Yeah.
far then.
But
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was like,
Usually
again-
6,800 to $7 grand.
Yeah, I told you I'm hitting the 203 times, and then we're there.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Okay. And then
But I just
putt.
like it because I can get some barbecue after. There's
Sure.
just a whole thing with it.
Yeah, it's like a whole
The
event.
ambiance of the
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The drive used to be fun.
You got anything else, Nick?
No, I'm good,
Any
man.
other questions,
I'm good.
Brad? You got any other comments
I'm
about
good.
that?
some questions, but I don't
Yeah,
know
you
what
got
to
anything,
ask.
sir?
You excited for the season to be winding down? Fall golf.
Nick, you excited?
Yeah, I am.
Nick's ready.
I'm worn out.
Nick's
dude.
ready to recharge the batteries in the off season.
Yeah.
I'm worn out. But it's still going to keep going. I mean, we're still going to keep grinding and stuff.
Start doing
Yeah.
some power lifting to get you some extra yards.
Well, we're down here chipping, as you can see right in front of us. We got the chipping mat. We usually chip here every Thursday. We'll probably start doing that again before the podcast.
That's how you're so dialed in from a Smurf in, dude. Just practice.
It's this guy. It's
That's
this
why
guy.
I like
I'm
golf.
telling you.
The four piece in golf, dude. It's like I get it out there. Cody knocks it in. It's great.
Mhm.
Right.
Love it.
But yes, I'm excited for the off season. I was telling Nick just before this. I was thinking about I'm going to buy myself lessons this year for my birthday / Christmas.
I'll get you lessons. Go to Alex Wozner's garage and get in the simulator.
Dude, I'm telling you. And I'm going to go to Golf Tech there in Novi, pay for a couple
Go to
lessons.
the Dome.
Yeah, I'll be at Oasis quite a bit.
Go to the Dome.
Yeah.
Take a couple of vacations,
Right.
try out, see if stuff's working.
Yeah.
Florida or Texas or
Yeah.
Arizona. Something.
Right, something.
I'm trying to go to California.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm in California.
Almost 8.
Oh, fuck. We got to wrap this
I
up.
think
My
I
show's
won.
coming on.
Yeah.
Nick's got to
yeah,
watch
sure.
Jersey
Sure.
Shore. So I'm about to lose
I
his
love
mind.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
I
Jersey
probably
Shore's
already
coming at
lost
8.
$2,000 because I didn't see the Starbies hockey
It's
game.
true. Well, it was wonderful having you on, Brad. I swear. We've been
Hey, it was a
minute to
pleasure.
have you on, bro.
Get you on again now.
It's great
Yeah.
to see y'all success.
We appreciate this.
Thanks, man. We
About to
really do
run
appreciate
up.
it.
I know y'all love doing this.
Bro, you
fun.
see how much fun it is, dude. We
Yeah.
get to talking some bullshit. This is Sober October. Can you imagine if we were getting sideways doing this, bro?
Well, yeah, I'm glad you guys are still
Yeah, I was about to say. You're still sideways.
I
We're
need to
little.
fucking light up.
See,
Bro,
Nick's
I'm telling
ready.
you.
Nick's ready. Shut it off.
So, Nick,
All right.
wind us down.
Well, salute to you guys, and
Yeah.
We get all our
We're gonna-
sponsors in. We get our sponsor money.
Yeah, we got the Truly over there. We got we got
Oh.
our sponsors.
Oh, Cody.
Shout out Pressure Pack Miami Runs.
Yeah, Anchor. Shout out Anchor, Riverside.
Reese's.
Titleist, if you want to sponsor us.
Yeah, for real. You're
Stuff
right
that
here.
back here. You can't
You're
quite
right
see.
I
but-
just got 12 Nikes out of your shag bag, so I'm good.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
It
Hubs,
was a pleasure
Brad,
with y'all,
thank
for
you
real.
for
Yeah.
tuning in
Thanks
and
for coming,
joining
bro.
us, bro. We do appreciate it. Hopefully we didn't bug you too much with all these questions.
Yeah.
Oh, we're good. I think the Stros won, so we good.
All right, good.
All right, cool.
All right.
Thank y'all for tuning in. It's 3 Pars and a Birdie. Catch us next time. Caw-caw.
Caw-caw.
Oh, love.
That was great.
Hey, that went
Thanks, Holmes.
fast as hell.
I told you it will. What did we do? An hour and 20?
I'm glad I got
an
that.
hour and 50.
Hour and 50.
I was zoned out so many times, bro.
Yeah.
Is that off? We're about to get